So, this message is I got your number from YouTube. Um, Hold on. Okay, so it said, "Good evening, sir. I got your number from YouTube. Please, can you tell me more about Peugeot 301 and the 307? There's a reason why I'm liking 301, but please enlighten me if I will regret it. See, I've done a lot of videos on 301 and 307, quite a number of them. Just start going to my YouTube channel. Just enter my channel, search for 301, 307. You'll see lots of videos I've done on that, comparing the engines in both, the ones that will cost you more to maintain, the one that will cost you less to fuel, the ones that may engines in them that may be problematic, and the rest. So it'll be easier for you, because I won't be able to explain in just one video within a short distance. Something video I did like up to probably 10 videos that lasted more than 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll be able to summarize everything within 10 minutes. No, just go there so that you understand it very well. Everything I would say is 301, 307, depend on what you want. If you want lower maintenance cost, then go for 307, except that it's older. It's already dated, especially the interior. Interior is dated. Yeah, what I mean, interior looks older. The exterior too, but exterior doesn't look bad, especially if you are going for T6. Now, 301, there are two versions right now in Nigeria, three different faces. So, depends on what you want. Both of them, they all have almost the same engine anyway, except in the facelifted model. For the automatic transmission, they upgraded it to 6 speed from 4 speed. You get 4 speed in phase 1, then phase 2, some of them, not all, have 6 speed automatic. All their 4 cylinders are automatic. The ones sold in Nigeria, I'm not talking about outside Nigeria, all the ones, which is what you easily get here. If you are buying a 301, it will be very difficult to get a foreign used. So you most likely will only find Nigerian used. That's what I mean. Yeah, Nigeria used, but what I mean, the ones that were purchased brand new in Nigeria, used by someone else or some persons in the past before they now put it back in the market. So just what you need to know. And the ones that are also in Nigeria, they also 2 engines. EC5, which is 1.6 liter 4-cylinder engine, VTR. And then EB2, which is 1. Is it 1.2? I think it's 1.2 liter 3-cylinder engine. They're all petrol engines. So, but the 1.2, the 3-cylinder engine comes with manual transmissions only, no automatic. The ones I think the only manual, as far as 301 is concerned. Even if they did automatic, that'll probably be the facilitated model, but I see that anyway. Then the 4-cylinder, unfortunately, there's no manual transmission option, only automatic. So it'll be easier to maintain the 301, 307 I meant, especially the engine or the mechanical side. It will be much easier or cheaper to maintain. But if you are the type that maintains car well, that don't abuse cars, why not? Even 301 engine will serve you well. This is why I'm saying this. Most people have that, especially Nigerians. Always just assume. Once, if I don't know you from Adams and you start asking me which one to recommend, I'll first assume that if you've owned car before, or your type of persons, the way, your attitude or your mindset when it comes to cars is the abusive type. So I will always start from the ones that may not you are not may not be the type that will go extra mile to keep cars in good condition or avoid abuses. Because it's not just Peugeot. Just look at every other car brand in Nigeria. Japanese, German car, everything. Korean cars, American cars. Majority of cars being driven on Nigerian road are being messed up. So I cannot. You can't stop me from looking from that angle when I'm giving advice. But those who So if you are not the type that, you don't want, before you know it, they start telling you, start to rationalize why your thermostat should be removed. Why the fan is supposed to be spinning constantly with the ignition on, because that's how your father used his own car, or your mother used his own car. So why would you deviate from that abuse or abusive way of owning vehicles or maintaining cars? So you could carry on with that same practice. Same thing, that's how your brother, your sister, your anybody you know that use car, that's how they do. So some people, they do it because they just can't deviate from the norm. As in, once they see this what everybody is doing, they find it very very uncomfortable not to do it. That's how it is. So sometimes beating the horse or beating about the bush is pointless. Because even when they suffer from that abuse, they accept it as normal cycle of car ownership. You're supposed to keep changing your engine over and over. You're supposed to be having transmission issue over and over. You're supposed to be suffering from electrical issue over and over because everybody around you is suffering it, so it's accepted. If you want 301, why not? I won't discourage anybody. It won't. It's not a bad vehicle, but or just know that you increase your maintenance budget. Period. If you want a cheaper one, go for 307. If you want higher maintenance one, go for 301. But when I mean high maintenance, 301 is not expensive to maintain. It's not. But the level, what reason why I'm always saying this is when it comes to the newer a car, the more complex, the more complicated. So they don't forgive abuse as much as the older models will tolerate to some extent. So abuse, if you do the same degree of abuse on 307 and do the same on 301, 301 will deal with you more than 307 will deal with you. So that's where I'm coming from. But if you're the type that knows how to or want to maintain car properly and listen to those that know better than you do and apply what you've learned, 301 will serve you, because from the look of things, I can see you prefer 301. 307 is like a second option, and most likely you may buy it, you won't like it, even though it might not be giving you a problem. You will keep wishing that you've gone for 301. So that's why I'm just, better I tell you on time, so that you buy tomorrow, you start complaining that Peugeot cars are useless, they are nightmares to fix or use. If you're buying Nigerian used 301, expect that most likely it's been messed up, no matter how clean it looks. Like I said, most likely it's only Nigeria use you'll see. And 95% of the chance, the engine, they have been removed and replaced. And it's not just replaced. In fact, I won't even say replaced. They've done construction on the engine. By construction means, remember, I did a video earlier today where I said so somebody in Abuja has that engine, about 4 of them, depending on one you are buying. If it's 4-cylinder engine, the man has 4 Tokumbo ones. If it's one 3-cylinder engine, he has 1 of the engines. These engines are not available. See, I want you to understand why I'm saying 301. Maintenance cost is not that. I won't say, in fact, it's even that it's not that cheap. So that you don't take it for granted, because otherwise you find yourself doing that kind of construction people do. The engines are not easily available. Before now, for years, they've not been available. So people, when their own now fails, they will be forced to go and do that combination. They will go and buy another engine model completely different and use the block part of it and join it with the cylinder head of 301. So if you're buying 301 in Nigeria, expect that most likely they must have done that combination or consortium. I have no issue with it, I'm saying that, but at least I should know that you're not buying a standard 301. Well, this man has the engine. I don't know if this one finishes. The one he has, if he finish, will you be able to get another one easily? I don't know. 307, everything you want about them, they are available. You know, the engines, the transmissions, they are the automatic transmission costs high in 307. It's very high, almost close to ₦1,000,000 now. So unless you want to go for manual. So they have engines options up to petrol engines up to, is it 4? Is it 5 or 7? You have options of different engine models in 307. Maybe let's just say 5. TU engines are 2. There's another engine. Try to remember that name. That engine, I advise against it. If you watch, there's a video I did on it. I advise people stay away from that particular engine. If you see it in a 307, don't buy that vehicle. Then EW engines 3. So approximately like 5 or 6 engines, petrol engines. You have the option in 307. So go for 301 if you like it. In terms of fuel consumption, 301 consumes less. Yeah, consumes less fuel. I think the fuel tank is smaller in 301. I can't remember. Or is it the same or is it high? The fuel consumption is much less. Okay, not much less, but it's lesser. It's more fuel efficient. Both the 3-cylinder and the 4-cylinder in 301 than 307. So, but again, there are some things about 307 I've said. 301 I say I do not like. Number one, it doesn't have coolant temperature gauge on the instrument panel. 301, while 307 has. So if your car is about to overheat in 301, you won't know until it starts to overheat. So that's the unfortunate thing if you're buying 301. See, go to those my video. You see so many things. I won't even if I know, even if I see those certain things I've not talked about on those cars, but I can't. Everything won't fit in here. I know if most people prefer, oh, just tell me which one should I go for. There are some people that will do that. I don't. I will first educate you, so that even if I'm eventually end up telling you go for this one, I want you to know why I'm telling you to go for this one. Because in your ownership, during your ownership, you start expecting those reasons I'm pointing out, so that if one comes up, you won't be surprised. If you are enjoying some of those things I pointed out, you will benefit. You won't be surprised as well. You know, so I think that's all I have for you. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, and to the next one.